Alexander students and parents want an upgrade for their athletes. Dylan Tyson reports how these advocates are looking to the Albany community for financial support.
For 14 years, Alexander student athletes have been running on the same track. But this coat of rubber is showing its age and has been for years. Athletes and parents spoke out at Wednesday's school board meeting, saying it's time for an upgrade.
Our track is undeniably unsafe for athletes to properly practice on, causing athletes to not be at their full potential when it comes to the day of the meet.
Breaks and cracks like these plague the entire Alexander track. During the season, standing water, mud, and even ice make their homes here. So what are students doing to train? According to head coach Nathan Schaller, there is no other option.
I had regional qualifiers this year for sprinters and distance, all of which had injuries. It's hard on the sprinters, it's hard on the distance kids. Our field events, we can barely practice, really.
Ahead of major meets, this team actually keeps their athletes off the track. Cracks and holes in the track were patched in 2012, but to no avail. In the years since, no teams have competed at Alexander. So how did things get this bad? A recent land survey revealed a major issue below the surface. The track was built on a slope.
From the start of the 110 to the finish line is 11.5 inches that you're running uphill. We have to go all the way down to below the base and start again.
With 2 lanes out of commission on a track already too small for Ohio athletic regulations, Alexander has become the only school in the Tri-Valley Conference unable to host meets.
It's not a want, it's a need. And we've needed it for a while and we've kind of made do, but now we're to the point where we're past the make do and we got to get something figured out.
Norris says if action is not taken soon, the future of Alexander's track program is at stake.
Well, if you don't have a place to practice, if you don't have a place to do things safely, what are you going to be able to put on for these kids just to go show up to run track meets? That's not an option.
A committee of parents and coaches is working to present the board with different options for an updated track, along with cost estimates. But that's the biggest hurdle to be cleared: funding. Instead of a levy, the committee is looking into fundraising and cost-cutting opportunities.
It's going to ruffle feathers no matter how we do. We're talking about spending money for athletics, which is always a tough thing, but we're going to try to get donors, donations to cover some. There's no way we'd be able to cover it all by any means.
For the athletic boosters, this is more than an investment in a single program.
At this point, we're really looking for community input. We want that discussion to happen. We want to hear what they have to say. You know, is it just this site? What other improvements can we make? How else can it impact other students and other programs? That's what we're looking for right now.
For Newswatch, Dylan Tyson in Albany.
Alexander School Board members will be presented the project proposal at their next meeting, August 11th. In the meantime, Norris is encouraging members to visit the track and see the damage for themselves.